The Nightside Project. Finish the day happy with Ethan Millard and Alex Keary on KSL News Radio.
Hey, welcome back. The Nightside Project is your place for entertainment and hilarity. Ethan and I were coming up with some fun stuff. We have a new... Well, we don't even have the segment. We don't even have, like, the actual thing. But you know what we've started out with is everything has become so millennial-based that I told Ethan, and we get so grumpy about it, and I saw some gluten-free article, and I just rolled my eyes at it this morning. I said, you know what, we got to start doing something very similar to this now.
Great moments in millennial news.
So if you have any great moments in millennial news, like that Tesla's now experimenting with a gluten-free steering wheel handle or something on their cars, then
if your car fails you in the desert, you can eat it. And it won't cause you intestinal distress.
There's something along those lines. We would love to hear him at Alex Keary KSL, at Ethan Millard KSL. But
I actually have one for our next episode.
I want to. Good. I want to roll out though the feel good story of the day. We call them Zen Headlines that are crafted specifically to make you feel good on the inside, and we hope that projects to the outside.
A little bit of calm.
Have you been eating emu legs? No. We've all, at least you and I, Ethan, we've had to travel with kids. We've had to fly with kids.
Yep.
And it's a
couple times.
It's a stressful situation. A couple of weeks ago, my dad was in the hospital up in Seattle, and I thought, wow, I want to fly up and see him. And we have a little boy who's under the age of 2, and I went, ooh, I want to get him up there before he's 2, sneak him in. And I was looking at flights and stuff, and then I was like, oh, but if I bring him back, and it was. I mean, I was talking about going right around his 2nd birthday. And they make you show the birth certificate and everything for the child if you have a lap child or whatever.
Right.
So I was planning everything around showing, like, going and then coming back right before his birthday so I could be under the wire. Because at one point, I saw it happen at the airport that a lady was like, well, she just turned 2. And they were like, yeah, so you're going to have to buy a full-price ticket for her.
Jeez.
And when you buy a full-price ticket for anybody at the counter, out of this world prices,
they
right?
make you pay, yeah.
Well, that's exactly what happened to this dad who flew with his child, and then on the way back. So here's what happened. There was a desk agent that said, "Hey, we've got you booked for this flight, but the problem is that your child turned 2 on this trip, and now when you bought the ticket the first time, they were free, but now they're not free." And the dad was like, "I thought that we're coming back, just Can we be flexible? Still going to sit on my lap,
Hasn't really changed at all.
4 days difference.
Weighs the same.
And the lady's like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do, right? Doing this whole thing.
Which is not true.
There's nothing I can do. So he has to go and he has to basically be like, I don't know how we're going to pull this off. Because this flight that happened actually was going to be the ticket was going to be one way, $749. Okay.
Oh, geez.
Because at the gate, you're going to have to pay a massive amount, right?
Yeah.
So do the math on this one. He's sitting there. He is in distress. He said, "I'm going to have to make a phone call here to figure out how I'm going to do this." And during that time, as they waited, a woman walked up to the counter and said, "Hey, listen, I want to do this. I've been in this exact situation. Run my credit card. I would be happy to pay for your child to fly."
Oh, my gosh.
So
that
Jenica
is crazy.
Jenica Kettle, thank you so much for the story and sharing what happened. The woman paid for it, said, "I don't want to be known. Don't make a thing out of it. Just I'll pay for the ticket."
That is amazing.
I've been there. I want you and your child to be okay on this trip. Paid for the flight from Portland to Washington, D.C. for the 2-year-old. So there you go. Don't you feel better about life? They took a picture, too. The lady's just giant smile on her face, sliding the credit card. You know who the worst person in the picture is? The lady who's at the counter like, "Yeah, just go ahead and slide it right there. Oh, is it a chip card? Put the chip in." Just like, give me their money. And look, I know that their hands are tied as desk agents, but there's a lot that
this
they have.
airline will not survive unless we get $750
This is the same desk that 5 minutes before is like, "We're offering $9,000 vouchers for anybody who wants to take a standby flight tomorrow."
Yeah.
They just the flexibility they have is hilarious. But then on this, they won't budge. Anyway, I'm not asking you to let my 14-year-old fly for free, but when the person is 1 year and 348 days versus 2 years and 1 day old, come on.
Yeah.
Let's show some flexibility. So we appreciate Jenica Kettle for sharing that story with us.
Well done. Well done. Thank you so much.
That being said, never fly with your kids. Jeez, it's terrible.
Or if you go to Disneyland, don't feed them the turkey leg.
It's a bear leg. It's a bear paw. They're eating antelope heart. Just start telling them.
Just mold them into.
You guys ever
mold them around emu bones? That's what it is.
Have you guys ever had the churros? You know what that is? It's emu trachea. They just roll that thing out in cinnamon and sugar.
Fry it up.
Fry it enough, and that thing gets tender and crispy.
Yeah.
They use the whole emu. That's what I love about it.
Yeah. The beaks go into the
churros,
ham
emu
sandwiches.
That's why there's that little cavity through it. It's the throat, man. It's emu throat.
They use the feathers for throw pillows at the little
ridiculous.
princess area.
All right. Tell a friend, teach a neighbor about the Nightside Project. We'll be back with more Zen Headlines. We'll be back with more great moments in millennial news. Keep your ratings and reviews going on iTunes. We're going to read some of those, too. Remind me to read some of those when we come back, Ethan.
I will.
On the next episode. We'll see you guys.